Hey guys, let's get more news from Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Warriors fans feel bad for Klay Thompson after emotional locker room moment. In a surprising turn of events, the Golden State Warriors, during their 109-98 win over the Brooklyn Nets on Monday night, decided to bench Klay Thompson, the four-time NBA champion who has helped take the Dubs franchise to heights they've never reached, in favor of Santos to close out the game. Thompson is a proud man, and he knows he can play at a much better level than he has done for most of the 2023-24 season, and it was clear that he wasn't too pleased with how things went. Thompson has been through plenty of humbling moments over the past two seasons. He struggled mightily during the Warriors' 2023 playoff run, and this season, he's been struggling in a way he hasn't since his first two seasons in the league. But being benched for an unheralded rookie may be the last straw, and it's clear that the Warriors' guards' morale level is in the mud. Yeah, it's an adjustment. You kidding me? To go from one of the best players, it's hard for anybody. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm happy for these young guys, honestly. And yeah, we won. It's hard to get wins in this league, Thompson said in his post-game presser, via Anthony Slater of The Athletic. During the interview, however, it was clear that Klay Thompson's body language was giving all sorts of sad vibes. His eyes, in particular, looked like they were about to burst into tears at any given moment. And Warriors fans, who have grown accustomed to Thompson's confident, gunslinging ways for the past decade or so, are getting hit hard by the reality that the Thompson is having to come to grips with the fact that he's on a decline. Here are some reactions of sadness to Thompson's reaction to not closing out the Warriors' win over the Nets. I feel bad for Klay TBH. I feel bad for Klay TBH. Being left out of Golden State Warriors' closing lineups in recent games isn't sitting well with veteran shooting guard Klay Thompson. Speaking with reporters after a 98-109 win against the Brooklyn Nets on Monday, Thompson said that it is very hard for him to spend most of the fourth quarter on the bench. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr opted to keep Thompson on the bench in the closing minutes of last week's 101-121 win over the Memphis Grizzlies. He did the same against the Nets, taking Thompson out with 7:19 remaining in the fourth quarter and not going back to him for the remainder of the contest. When asked by reporters how he feels about being left out in the most important moments of recent games, Thompson didn't hide his disappointment. You kidding me? Go from, one of the best players, it's hard for anybody, said Thompson. I'll be honest with you. It's very hard. The 2023-24 season has been a difficult one for Klay Thompson. He is averaging 17.1 points per game, his lowest since his second year in the NBA. Also, he is shooting career-low 37.1% from beyond the arc. The Warriors are currently sitting 12th in the Western Conference with a 22-25 record. They are 11.5 games behind the leading Oklahoma City Thunder, but just one game behind the Utah Jazz, who hold the last play-in spot. Klay Thompson finished with 8 points on 4 of 9 shooting, 0 of 3 from beyond the arc, on Monday night in Brooklyn. Thompson was subbed out for rest with 7:19 left in the game but was never reinserted. Thanks to 29 points and a clutch three-pointer from Stephen Curry, plus 28 points and 10 boards from Jonathan Kuminga, the Warriors hung on for a 109-98 win in Brooklyn. Coach Steve Kerr stuck with rookie forward Santos and 4 starters in crunch time, and Santos finished the game with a team-best plus 13 in his 18 minutes. Kerr said post-game he stuck with what was working, he liked how that unit was playing. After the game, Thompson was clearly frustrated. The combination of age, Thompson is 33, and major injuries have taken a toll on Thompson's game in recent years. He has gone from the second-best shooter in the league and an All-NBA two-way force to being a solid starter-level player, and multiple times this season he has expressed frustration in dealing with that. He did again Monday night. This also gets to the heart of the contract extension negotiations for the Warriors and Thompson. He is a free agent after this season. Despite the wishful thinking of fans who like NBA chaos, there is zero chance the Warriors are trading Thompson at the deadline. However, What number he should get to return to a team paying a historic luxury tax bill is up in the air. Draymond Green, another part of the Warriors' core, agreed to a 4-year, $100 million extension last summer. Grade the trade. Mock deal sees Warriors flip rotation pair for former 1st and 6th overall picks. With the NBA trade deadline just days away, fans are eagerly anticipating what, if any, moves the Golden State Warriors make that can help change the fortunes of their season. Another overtime loss against the Atlanta Hawks on Saturday pushed the Warriors back to a 21-25 record on the season, with time running out to improve on their 12th place standing in the Western Conference. Action Network's Matt Moore reported on Saturday that the Orlando Magic have interest in adding a veteran point guard before the trade deadline, with Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry on top of their wish list. The 38-year-old has missed 11 straight games after fracturing his hand against the Detroit Pistons on January 5, which could prove Paul's last game for Golden State should he be dealt before the deadline. The Warriors rank second in offense over the last 15 games. That in itself should leave the franchise open to taking calls for Paul over the coming days. The 12-time All-Star has played well this season, yet hasn't quite been the significance difference maker the team may have hoped for. A big stumbling block for both teams is the fact Orlando have literally zero players making more than $17.5 million this season. That means multiple players would have to be included, potentially leaving even bigger rotation question marks for Warrior head coach Steve Kerr. That doesn't mean that a deal couldn't be met, particularly if the Magic are motivated enough to find their veteran point guard to complement the star young duo of Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Orlando are currently 7th in the Eastern Conference, looking to make their first playoff appearance since 2020. Let's have a look at how a deal may play out and if it can benefit both teams. And you fan, what do you think of the Chris Paul situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.